Music is the only thing I ever got right in my life. You know, I bailed 5 different women. I sacrificed never having children because I never wanted to be that much of a failure. You know, after the rock and roll cliche, and after I started coming to terms with a lot of the emotions and the traumas that I experienced, there was still this mental health journey that I had to take for close to 20 years. You know, just because I put that needle down, it didn't mean I was better. You know what I mean? There was still so much to go through. When I moved back to New York from Long Island, it was the same night John Lennon was shot and killed. And within 7 months, I found these local bands out of Astoria, Queens, and that general area. And this was the outlet for me. You know, at the same time, there was a local bar that was letting me do Grandmaster Flash covers and sneak me some drinks and stuff. But this music was built, the scene was built by misfits and outcasts who had nowhere else to go. And they wanted to find their own identity. And since Malcolm McLaren found a way to bottle the New York underground and turn it into punk, America returned with hardcore. And it was no holds barred. You came real, or you went home with your ass in your hand. It was as simple as that. And that's where slam dancing came from, stage diving, but all the kids call it moshing today. And just those values opened my eyes to so many things. Perfect example is a band called the Bad Brains. They're the Beatles of my music and my generation. And to see Dr. No, Gary Miller, pull up in a fucking van at the first show that I ever went to and just start kicking it and yanging with people floored me to no end. And I knew I wanted to be a part of that. So I started breaking night. I started going to shows at A7. I started establishing friendships that still last today. I was very fortunate. My very first record contract was with Profile Records. And that's the house that Run DMC built. It was a real label. A lot of us are gone. But I'm amazed at how this spirit still lives on 40 years later, and how we're finally getting documentaries, we're finally being recognized for it. It may not be the prettiest sound you've ever heard before, but it's real, and it's to the heart. It spoke to people and told them simply, you don't need to know the instrument, just pick it up and make something. You'll get better. Just practice. How I got through all of this and not have the desire to put something in my arm today, it's a peace. I don't know if it's just because I endured the journey, but I'm trying to understand why I'm still here, and the only thing I can deduct is I'm supposed to leave as many positive memories as I can behind before it's all over. There's something still keeping me here because something still needs to be completed. We aren't here for ourselves. There is some sort of mission. I don't understand higher power. I'm conflicted with faith and belief. But I seem to find revelations that bring me to an understanding of the necessity for communication and the necessity for understanding each other. Knowing that I wasn't alone, and knowing that every action that I thought was weird or crazy, I learned everybody else had. And that made me relax more. you just have to keep hanging on. You have to keep waking up in the morning. You just have to keep going. Life isn't so much about the failure if you pick yourself up and you keep going. Life is full of failure. It's just how it is. For me, this is just, about doing it. You know what I mean? For me, I try to tell my story through my music like I'm trying to sing R&B blues, And that's what I do every night. I try to tell my story because out of the LEEWAY discography of 4 albums, every song comes from my life, or the few are experiences that I've had with others. So I tell those stories every night, and it's very cathartic, and apparently it's cathartic for others as well, because I get to meet them, and they get to tell me. It puts warmth in me again, and we take a selfie. It's all good.